Welcome to day 9 in our adventure through Northmount. We currently are in Cahul. This is the map we made last time. So the boss of this bandit clan trying to marry Carol, and they went to this district. Now, last time I didn't find the bandit, and we went back to the tavern because it was late. Now, while I was editing, I was thinking like Carol isn't quite in a bad situation, and we just go back to the tavern. Now, I still have the records on 8 o'clock in the afternoon or evening, and I thought maybe while they were in the tavern taking a short rest, Tammy started to be concerned about the whole thing, being concerned about Carol, and I thought maybe she's trying to convince Alex that they should at least try and search a bit longer for this bandit clan. Now, I would like to make a persuasion check for Tammy. She has a persuasion of -2. That's hers. This is Alex's. No. So Alex says no, but she's trying again and says, well, you recently you're trying to get better in your wild shape, and I know we could at least try to change you into a wolf and run through Cahul to just see if we can find something. These are the forms that Alex can, at the moment, turn himself into: a weasel, a cat, a wolf, or a panther. And Tammy tells him that they could do a speed run through Cahul to see if they can find the district. Really wants to get better at his magic, his spells. So let's ask a very likely mythic question. Will he give in? We need an yes for 3 cards. Yes. Exceptional, yes. So Tammy knew the right buttons. She had to push, and with that he's going to transform himself with the white shape into a wolf. Now we have temporary hit points. When you assume a wild shape form, you gain a number of temporary hit points equal to your druid level. So we get three temporary hit points. So I would like to do a general stealth check, and Alex has proficiency in it, +3, and Tammy has a stealth +6, also proficient. Let's see, 19 and 14, and nat 20 and 14. So they're really stealthy. Now I was looking through the map, and I feel like instead of using the normal d6 roll again, I feel like we have the mayor's office here, and then the noble and military district, and I feel like this should be also both like noble and military, or all noble, not mixing it with anything else. And we have the merchant districts, and the port has to be here because of the water from our map. Slums, I feel like they're trying to get the slums back a bit. So the only way we can fit another 4 cards in is here or up here. So our religious district should be either here or here. I was thinking about like merchant and religious here, and port and merchant here. So that when you come in, you have either the whole district as a merchant or separate them a bit. So I don't know yet. So let's say Alex and Tammy, they're going on a run from the tavern through here, and let's see what we will get. Now, a 1 and a 3 in the yellow part will be merchant, and 2 and 4 will be religious. It's a 4. So we found the religious district. Let me quickly add this. So they don't have to go that far. Now, do they see something in this district that feels suspicious? Let's try a perception check. So Tammy has a +5. Alex has also +5 plus proficiency in it. And let's say this one is for the bandits. Ooh, the bandits have a 16, but Alex has a proficiency 12 plus 5, 17. Tammy, I feel like she's too scared for Carol. She doesn't hear anything. But Alex hears a faint, distant rumble. So let's actually pause and see what cards do we get. So what we have: 3 of spades, abandoned, overgrown, chapel, and homes. Now we have ace of club, winding canals, and floating shrines. Jack of hearts, agora of worship, flowered columns. And we have club, queen of clubs, catacombs beneath new housing. Okay, so let's ask the following question. Let's say, where do they hear it? This one is 1, 2, 3, or 4. 2. In the winding canals and floating shrines. So these canals are on the outskirts of a chapel and homes. And as we know, in one of the earlier episodes, we heard a rumor that there's a forgotten passage that was found under a building in town, close by settlement. So maybe, even though we have a way out of Cahul on here. Maybe there's another way out. Okay, what I wanted to try and see. What does the story oracle gives us for this? Just to see. Authority figure. Being under another's watch, feeling controlled by greater forces, someone powerful or knowledgeable to turn to, someone with the power to grant or withhold permission, getting stuck in the system, a teacher, the boss, a parent, a government. Okay. So they try to sneak into this passage where they definitely see people downstairs, down in this passageway. They made a fire and they're talking, and our two trying to sneak up on them. Let's see. Stealth check, Dex 3. Alex has a proficiency. Tammy, he's going to turn himself back into a human form. Okay, they have both proficiencies. Let's see if they notice them. They have a 19, the bandits. They have a 15 and a 12. Tammy has a +6, so she's over 21. 12 plus 3, we have a 15. But 7 and 4. Tammy is not being seen, but Alex is. So when Alex turned back into a human, he made a bit of a loud noise and he got the attention of the bandits. Now they trying to chase them. Now Tammy was stealth enough to get past them, and she's trying to find Carol, and she's trying to find. Let's use a perception check for Tammy and see if we can find Carol. Natural 20. Yes. So she finds Carol and she finds the pastor, the priest. With a natural 20, she gets them free and they're trying to escape. Now, do they get seen? Let's use the oracle. It's a 50-50 chance that will they be seen by someone? No. Okay. So she actually can get Carol into safety. Now let's move on to Alex, who's trying to run away. The bandit's on his tail. Let's see. He has another wild shape. I want to see. So he has the panther that has a 50 feet speed. He's going to change to a panther, his last wild shape, and he's running away from the bandits as fast as he can, leaving them away from this passageway. Can they keep up with him? He has a running speed of 50 feet. Normally, we have a 30 feet speed in walking. So I say it's very unlikely that they can keep up with him. It's 3 cards, all yes. 1 yes, 1 no. So no, they can't keep up with him, and Tammy was able to save Carol and the priest. That was a successful round. Okay, so here's something I wanted to discuss with you. What do you do when you play a solo board game and you don't like the way the story goes? I kind of not feel the story how we are going right now, and I would love to go back to exploring more of the whole map. So I feel like it's a bit a chicken out, but I'm going to end this quest here. We saved Carol and we interrupted the ceremony, but it's middle of the night. We can't get the 40 gold, but I feel like we need an end to this quest. I want to start something new with with our two heroes, but go back to the map making part, which I enjoy more. So I was thinking that whilst Alex was running from this bandit clan, he heard someone shooting, and the clan was like spreading out in every direction to go away from the shooting. And this was Jeremy Long, the leader that we had in the encampment. He was back and he saw the way that this bandit clan were after me. So he tells Alex that they're going to get them. And okay, so we tell him about the rescue mission for Carol. Now he stays with Alex. His men are running after the ones from the bandit clan. So I have no idea where Tammy is at the moment. And I was looking through my spell list and I think I have message. It's a cantrip. So I'm going to cast message, but we have to point toward a creature within range. And we don't know if Tammy is within range. So let's see. 120 feet. I have something wrong on the card. It's not a wisdom save of 13. I'm going to change that on the card. Let's use it still and point into the northern direction. At the moment, we are in this, the great tree. We made it back here. So Tammy should be somewhere between here and here. Now, does she hear us? Let's make a perception check. And let's see how high we get. 18 plus 5. That's quite high. So she hears us. We tell her that we are in this big tree in front of the mayor's office and she should come to us. She says that she has Carol and the priest and will be there. So after they meet up, Jeremy Long tells them that they should move out of the city, go away because of the bandit clan that is clearly behind them. And what I wanted to do, so Alex says, yes, but I have all my things in the tavern, my backpack. I only have his bag of holding around his waist, and he's still in his wolf form. So while Jeremy Long takes Carol and the priest to safety, our two heroes run back to the tavern, grab their stuff, and try to move out of the city. Okay, so now, because the bandits are up here, they need to get out here, so they made a huge turn going back here for their stuff and going down here out of the city. Now, this is the part of the city that we know. We came in there the first. So they're running for a moment and they are now in this field here before they look for a safe space to get some rest. Okay, let's say that this whole thing was 6 hours without even looking, or even more. So let's say it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and they're going to sleep for 3 hours. So we have now 6. It's not enough for a long rest. Only get a short rest. Now, thankfully, we didn't lose any hit points, but I also don't get my wild type back. I know it would be faster running as a wolf, but I would like to change myself back into a human so that I have everything. I can wear the backpack perfectly. And let's start the story there. So they now in this forest area, and let's grab a good old story point. What's going to happen? 60. 60 is move away from a threat. The plot point is 8. 8 is empty at the moment. Choose most logical plotline. So we are definitely using this to remove these 3 plot lines. The religious district, we didn't get the money, but at least we could save Carol and the priest. The bandits that casting troubles, and the bandit that is trying to marry Carol. Now the other ones we still keep, and I would like to put this bandit clan into a character list, and with that they were walking for 5 hours. It's 11 now. So they're deciding on moving east. Now we know that Pralay, another city in Northmount, is in this region over here. And because I was working on this off camera, I know where it is. I have the map. Alex and Tammy doesn't have the map, but I will find a way to manage this. But we're not going to roll for each hex, only the ones that I don't have at the moment. So let's go in here. So with this hex, we know that this one is a borderline to a city. So we know that this one is a city tile, but with a border we can't move inside. And the way this is shaped, I would feel like this one, it's the plain field. So while they're traveling inside here, Alex takes out his card, his map, and says the word fear. So we now know these 3 tiles, and I now know that these 2 are a city. So the name of this town is Slolis. This one I don't know, so we can roll for that. And let's just start at the normal terrain. Was it E20? 6. There are hills. Okay, so they know they can't move in here. They can't move in here, so they have to go over these hills. And let's see what happens. Okay, so first they were running for another 6 hours. So we have 5 o'clock. Let's see, our new story point is 93. It's our item table. On this hill, they will find something. Let's use the Arcane Artefacts and Curious from Madeline Hale. And we are in the chapter. Let's roll D10. 1. That's jewelry. mainly 37. They find an amulet of silence, and it's cursed. A heavy golden pendant carved with the image of a finger pressed over hushed lips, threaded on a black ribbon. Now, do they know this item? Do they know it's cursed? Let's make a Arcana check. I have a 0 to it, and Tammy has a -4. So we have white for Alex, blue for Tammy, and the dark blue for the amulet. So Tammy has -4, so she's at 2. She does not know. We have a 7 plus 0, so we beat the amulet. We know that there's something off with it. We just don't know what. So I feel like he would keep it but not wear it. He feels a special kind of, there's something wrong with this. I will put it into the inventory. Give me a second. Okay. So going over the hills, this took us 2 more hours. We were running for so long. It's 7 o'clock in the evening. They're going to get a rest. Now, while they're sitting there, Alex thinks about his box with the dagger, and while he opened it and want to take out 2 daggers, there's only the one that he took in, and we know this is because the dagger has a magical effect, which he does not know, so the box would not copy it. And would he... Let's ask an investigation check. He has a 0. Tammy has a -4. Let's roll the 3 dice again. It has an 18. So they're not sure why this would not copy. And he's not sure if the box is not working or not. So to test it out, he will put in, he'll take the dagger out, and he will put in a gold coin to see tomorrow if the box still works. And he puts the dagger back in his inventory. So now while they're sitting there, we know that we're close to finishing Tammy's secret, or starting Tammy's quest. We have 6 from 8 clues that we need, and I feel like it's time to grab the 7th. So here we have Tammy's themes, and the theme will be number 1, personal. And we get conclusion. Now let's read quickly if this will work, because we have 1 missing. So instead of ending this plotline, which we can't do at the moment, let's say that Tammy, she's sick of being a wolf, and she begs Alex that they can now go to Brele and try to figure out a way to get her back. So I will take this as conclusion. So as a conclusion, Tammy desperately wants to become human again. They will go to Brele and try and find a solution to finish this quest. We need one more clue. We are not in Brule yet. We still have a few hexes to go. And with that, I feel like it's time for a campfire deck. As always, 1, 2, 3, or 4. 3. Your world. What organization do you admire but could never join? Why do you feel you can't be part of it? Let me think about that. So I'm going to use the fantasy name generator website, and there are a lot of pirate names, so I'm not going to use that. I feel like Alex is more about the earthy type, not the sea type. So I saw this bear claw unit, and this was sparking something for me. So let's use this. So I wrote, Alex always wanted to be part of the bear claw unit, an organization his mother was part of in Wild Morgan. I feel like she always told him how she was part of this unit, and she was telling him this from small child on, and he had this vision about being part of the same unit. And for Tammy, let's generate one more time and use a d10 to see what we get. Oh, let's use her. So a 3, festive unit. So Tammy always wanted to be part of the festive unit that is working out of Prelay. Maybe they could even help them on their quest. Now, there are a few hexes between them and Prelay, so I found a way to speed things a bit up because this would cost us days of moving there. But I have an idea of how we can get there faster. But let me think about this, and I will address this in the start of the next video. I hope you liked it, and let me know in the comments. I'm interested if you play solo RPGs, adventures. What do you do when you're not feeling the story the way I did this morning? I really was having trouble getting into the whole plot, and I just wanted to finish and get out to explore. I like this way more, the way we're doing it now. It gives more of a change. How do you do this? Do you power through, keep the quest that is given from the dice, from the cards, from somewhere, or do you say, okay, I don't feel it, let's use something else yet, let's finish this? Let me know in the comments. I would be really interested about this. And with that, I wish you a happy weekend and hope to see you in the next video. Bye!